So I just got done streaming 4 freaking hours of, in theory, and I hope this is the case, but Neverness to Everness's final closed beta test. Please, God, release soon. We need this game. We need this game so desperately. And I've been having an absolute blast. I got to play with my wife, Mrs. Stix. We did a lot of multiplayer content on stream, ran each other off a cliff, dove into the water, attacked a bunch of pedestrians, NPCs, explored the world, got hit by a train, all that good stuff. But what I wanted to do was effectively go over my day 1 impressions. Now, I will be streaming this every day for the next week. If you want to win a beta key yourself, you can join over on Twitch every single day. Watch us for 2 hours and enter for a possibility, a potential to win a beta key so you could test the game yourself. The link will, as always, be on screen. And I'll be streaming at like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Hopefully your gacha luck is good and you get into the game. Additionally, we are sponsored for this video. We are sponsored for the stream. So if you're interested in pre-registering for Neverness to Everness, go ahead, click the link, join while you can. This game has been a lot of fun and is only going to get better and is hopefully also going to release soon. Now, I wrote down a list of things as they were happening and as I realized them. I'm going to go over those. Remember, this is an early look, early impressions. This isn't like a full review of the game. I'm going to have a full, much more dedicated review up probably after about a week of playing through everything and clearing as much content as I possibly can. But immediately, you are met with improved voice acting for numerous different characters, including Baitong, who was actually one of the characters I had an issue with at, I think, like in the first or second beta, the last one that I played. I thought he sounded too young, but in this one, he actually did sound a lot better. I was very, very pleased that in the intro, he sounded better. And that was when you had that like whole cinematic with you and him standing there staring at death, essentially right ahead of you. Then there is the fact that there's changed gameplay. Not only the combat itself, but also the character kits, which I think has been really cool. Several of the characters have reworked gameplay, and that's honestly phenomenal because they feel even more different now. The combat specifically feels better. It feels faster. It feels more fluid. It feels more impactful. And that was one of the key issues that people had in previous beta tests. Like it has been vastly improved. All the characters feel so much better. There's so much more weight behind every move and every ability. And I even asked people on stream. We had, I think, we had over 700 people at one point over on Twitch and several hundred on YouTube. And I asked everyone like what they thought and if they thought the gameplay was better and was decent at the very least, like what their opinions of it were. And people were very impressed. People were very happy with how the combat looked and felt. Now, granted, they didn't get to, actually play it themselves, but I mean, I did, and from what they saw, they mostly enjoyed it. The intro, since we were talking about that, seems better. It seems a lot better, actually. And the combat, like when you were met with that giant painting in the beginning, holy crap, they listened. They actually reduced the HP or the sponginess of boss monsters and just monsters overall. Because the bosses in the beta, and this was another common complaint, they took like 10 minutes to kill. And you'd fight like the same boss monster, but it would take 10 minutes. You'd go through the same several cycles over and over repetitiously. And it was a bit of an arduous experience. It really was. It got a little bit tedious, but that's not the case now. We cleared it in like 3 minutes. You saw all the abilities and everything like once, maybe twice, and then you were done. That wasn't just this boss, that was multiple bosses throughout the game. That was all the anomalous zones as well. You could clear them, like it would take a long time. There were a lot of people that complained that it would take a long time to clear in the beta, the previous beta. Not now. We're clearing them in like 10, 20 seconds, and you can claim them twice as well. That is freaking awesome. Genuinely, being able to double claim is something that should be in every gacha game, let's be real. The designs look so good. I feel like Yo, am I the only one that looks at Mint and every time I see her, I'm like, did they just buff her again? And y'all know what I mean by buff her. You can go first person mode in the game now and you can look down and you can immediately see what I'm talking about when I say they buffed her character. This game has crazy, absolutely crazy character designs. And now they have skins for characters too. That's insane. They have so many skins for so many of the really cute or hot characters in game. All the women, essentially. The ones that we care about. And they look so good. Unbelievably good. And I can't wait to get more. I know with like summer coming up in several months, like if this game releases before summer, there needs to be a banger summer outfit for like Fadia or the Hotomi or Hotori or someone like that. They desperately need one. Hey, I'd be happy if they had one for the female appraiser even. I like the fact that some of the characters, since we did touch on different gameplay for characters, I like the fact that they use different weapons, or maybe they don't. If I recall, Lacrimose, the little Batgirl, didn't use lollipops in the previous beta, or I don't even know if she's using they look like giant lollipops that she's using and just like beating people with lollipops. That was awesome. I like the fact that they've made the combat styles and the weapon choices for characters look and feel a lot more diverse, which is good because it adds a lot of diversity to it. And the characters in terms of expressiveness, like even with the complaints we had in previous beta tests, I think the overwhelming sentiment was this game has impeccable animations and expressions for characters, and that is still very much so present right now. This is still one of the most expressive upcoming gacha games out there, hands down, no question, no contest. The outfits though, man, I hope, because I don't know, I haven't tested this yet, I hope that we get to see them actually enacted in the cutscenes themselves, because I can only imagine the sheer degeneracy you could engage with having certain characters in certain outfits for certain scenarios. The gacha is fantastic. I think this is one of the better gacha systems in the gacha genre overall. Guarantee at 90. The guarantee carries over between different limited banners. That's incredible. You don't have to worry about a pity. You don't have to worry about a 50-50. You just, at 90, you're guaranteed the character. Boom. Next banner. There is a functional like outfit gacha in there too that you can utilize while attempting for the limited banners, which is also like, that's a great additive on top of the already very free-to-play friendly gacha system. The dupe system as well is fantastic. You can essentially, as soon as you get your very first dupe for a character, you can awaken them and choose any of the slots or the abilities you want. So in gacha games, let's use an example here. You have to get like the better, more powerful dupe abilities come like the 3rd upgrade or the 4th upgrade or even the 6th upgrade. In NTE, as soon as you get your first dupe, you can go for the most powerful ability that you want. Not just the most powerful ability, you can also change it at will at any point and use it to customize your characters to fit the individual scenario. You're in a boss fight that needs increased healing, you go onto your support character and choose the one that buffs their healing output. You need higher damage to meet the time frame that you're trying to clear it in. Go for whatever boosts your damage against that specific boss type. It provides so much depth and complexity to synergizing characters with one another. It is incredible, genuinely phenomenal. The driving actually feels pretty solid this time. You can actually shatter the windows on the cars as well, and you can do a lot with them. And the world itself, just, it feels full of life. The weather systems add so much. You can run around while it's raining, and once it's done raining, you can see the little puddles in the street. You can see how moist the areas still look. It's all very, very cool. Like, day one impressions, man, this was a lot of fun. It looks very good. It feels very good. And I have very high hopes after seeing all this. I do have a major complaint though. One significant criticism with this game. I like the story. I do. I feel like it does drag a little bit at times, but overall the story is pretty good. But Tagedo, oh my God, I hate that guy. Like, he literally just stands there all day going, Tagedo, Tagedo. He is so freaking annoying. Holy crap. That's like, at this juncture, this close to release, yeah, that is my one issue. Like, please just shut the fuck up. Let me enjoy all the other phenomenal characters. Except for him, please, for the love of God. But those are my day one impressions. Things might go up or down, depending on how the next several days go. Again, you can follow us over on Twitch. We're gonna be streaming every day. You can potentially win a beta key for yourself. If you're interested in pre-registering, go down, click that link, come on over, join millions, tens of millions of other people all around the world. And I'll see you guys either on stream or in the next NTE video. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.